Good morning everyone. Today we are going to continue our first chapter, number system. Okay. So in the last class we discussed about operations on real numbers. Okay. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division on real numbers. In the last class we discussed. Today we are going to discuss about rationalization. Okay. Rationalization means converting the irrational denominator into rational denominator. Okay, that is known as rationalization. Clear? So look at 1 by root 2. Here in 1 by root 2 is an irrational quantity that we know. Okay, so for converting this root 2 into a rational number, converting this irrational number into a rational number is known as rationalization. Clear? Okay. So when we are writing 1 by root 2, it is not a problem. Okay. To be in simplest form, the denominator, we want to make it a rational number. Clear? That's why we are changing the denominator into a rational number. Otherwise, it is not a problem. Clear? To change into simplest form, we need to change this irrational number into a rational number. Clear? Okay. So there are two different things. That is, first one, we need to change irrational quantity, that is irrational denominator into rational denominator. So next we are going to study about that. Okay. To be in simplest form, we need to change the irrational denominator into a rational denominator. Okay. So we are using the rationalization. So for rationalizing, we are using rationalizing factor. Okay, rationalizing factor means which thing we are using to change this irrational number into a rational number. That is known as rationalizing factor. Clear? Okay. So when we are rationalizing, if the denominator containing one term, we can take the same example 1 by root 2. Look here, 1 by root 2. Okay, here in this denominator only one term. Okay, so how to change this into a rational number, we can see. So for that, we know that what is root 2 into root 2 equal to 2. Okay, so when you multiply root 2 into another root 2, we will get a rational number. Here root 2 and root 2 are irrational numbers. When we multiply these two, we will get a rational number. So we can multiply here also, this root 2 also into root 2. So what we will get? 1 by root 2 into root 2. What we done here? We multiplied the denominator into root 2. So root 2 into root 2. For balancing it, if you multiplied the denominator into a number, with that same number you need to multiply the numerator also. Okay, so here we need to multiply 1 also with the root 2. Now what we got? 1 into root 2 by root 2 into root 2. Here root 2 by root 2 is 1. There is no change. Clear? So what we will get? 1 into root 2. Root 2 by root 2 into root 2, 2. Now you look the denominator, it is a rational number. Okay. So now we change, now we rationalize this 1 by root 2 into root 2 by 2. Okay. This is the answer. Clear? Let me take another example. 1 by root 7. Do it. How we will do? 1 by root 7. Here denominator root 7. It is an irrational number. So you can multiply the numerator and denominator with the root 7. What we got? 1 into root 7 equal to root 7 divided by root 7 into root 7, 7. Root 7 by 7. Now, what is the answer? Root 7 by 7. So, we changed 1 by root 7 into root 7 by 7. Okay, clear? Okay. Then, now we discussed about the denominator containing only one term. Then, so what we got? If the denominator contains 1 by root a, what is the rationalizing factor? Rationalizing factor is root a. So, we need to multiply numerator and denominator with root a. Clear? Now, we discussed about the denominator containing one term. The next, if the denominator containing two terms, if the denominator containing two terms, we need to multiply the numerator and denominator with the conjugate of the denominator. This conjugate of the denominator, let's see. An example, 1 by 2 plus root 3. In 1 by 2 plus root 3, what is the denominator? 2 plus root 3. So, here you look, two terms are there, 2 and root 3, 2 plus root 3. Okay. So, for changing this denominator, irrational denominator into a rational denominator, you need to multiply the numerator and denominator with the conjugate of the denominator. What is the denominator here? 2 plus root 3. So, what is the conjugate of 2 plus root 3? The conjugate of 2 plus root 3 is 2 minus root 3. That is, change the sign between the terms. Here now positive sign, so we change into negative sign. So, conjugate of 2 plus root 3 is 2 minus root 3. Then if the question is 2 minus root 3, what is the conjugate of 2 minus root 3? Change the sign, 2 plus root 3. Clear? So, conjugate of 2 plus root 3 is 2 minus root 3 and conjugate of 2 minus root 3 equal to 2 plus root 3. Okay? So, here you look, here what is our denominator? 2 plus root 3. Okay? So, we need to multiply the numerator and denominator with 2 minus root 3. That is conjugate of 2 plus root 3. Clear? So, 1 by 2 plus root 3, we are going to multiply 1 into 2 minus root 3 divided by here 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. Okay. So, here you look, 1 into 2 minus root 3, 2 minus root 3. Here 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3, that is a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b into a minus b? A plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square, isn't it? So, here we can apply that identity, that is 2 plus root 3 and 2 minus root 3. So, 2 square minus root 3 square. Okay, a plus b into a minus b equal to a square minus b square. Here 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3, that is equal to a square, 2 square minus root 3 square. Okay, so what we will get? 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 square 4 minus root 3 square 3, 4 minus 3, that is equal to 2 minus root 3 divided by 4 minus 3, 4 minus 3, 1. So, that is equal to 2 minus root 3. This is our answer. Okay, that is 1 by 2 plus root 3. We rationalized the denominator and we got 2 minus root 3. Okay, clear? Then one more question we can do. You can also do with me. Take one book and write the question. That is 1 by root 5 plus root 2. Write the question 1 by root 5 plus root 2. So 1 by root plus 5, root 5 plus root 2. What is the denominator here? Root 5 plus root 2. So we need to multiply the numerator and denominator with root 5 minus root 2. Conjugate of root 5 plus root 2. Okay. Let us start. That we can write 1 into root 5 minus root 2 divided by next root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2. Okay, you got it? Okay. So 1 into root 5 minus root 2 by root 5 plus root 2 into root 5 minus root 2. How can we do? 1 into, that is root 5 minus root 2 by, here also in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. So what is a square here? Root 5 square minus root 2 square. Okay, that is equal to root 5 minus root 2 divided by a square root 5 square 5 minus root 2 square 2, 5 minus 2. So what is the answer? Root 5 minus root 2 divided by, here 5 minus 2, 3. So what is the answer? Root 5 minus root 2 by 3. You got it? Okay, good. Clear? Now understood. What is rationalizing the denominator? Okay, write one more question. Rationalize the denominator of, write the question, rationalize the denominator of 6 by 3 plus root 5. Rationalize the denominator of 6 by 3 plus root 5. Okay, start it here. What is the denominator? 3 plus root 5. So what you need to do? You need to multiply numerator and denominator with 3 minus root 5. Okay, multiply it. 6 into 3 minus root 5 divided by, here 3 plus root 5 into 3 minus root 5. Okay, then equal to, here you look 6 into 3 minus root 5. So you need to multiply 3 and minus root 5 with this 6. 6 into 3. 3 into 6, 18 minus 6 into root 5, 6 root 5. 6 root 5 divided by, here a plus b into a minus b form. Okay, what is a? 3 square, a square minus root 5 whole square. Okay, that is equal to, here 18 minus 6 root 5 divided by 3 square 9, 3 square minus root 5 square is 5, 9 minus 5. So what we got? 18 minus 6 root 5 by 9 minus 5, that is equal to 18 minus 6 root 5 divided by 9 minus 5. How much? 4. So what we got? 18 minus 6 root 5 by 4. So here 18 minus 6 root 5. 6 is common number. So 6 we can take outside. 18 minus 6 root 5, 6 is common, so we can take outside 6. So what is remaining in bracket? 3 minus root 5 divided by 4. Okay, so here you look, 6 and 4. 6 and 4 you can cancel. How? With 2. With 2 you can divide 6. What you will get? 3. 4 also with 2. 2. So what we got? 3 by 2. So what we got the answer? 3 by 2 into 3 minus root 5. Clear? Okay. Understood? Okay. Then next we are going to discuss about laws of exponents of a real number. We know that a raised to n. A raised to n means, how can we write a raised to n? A raised to n means a into a into a into etc. into a, n factors, isn't it? So here last year you studied laws of exponents. Okay, let us remind it. That is, first one, a raised to m into a raised to n, that is equal to a raised to m plus n. Okay, second one, a raised to m divided by a raised to n. A raised to m divided by a raised to n, or a raised to m by a raised to n. We can write a raised to m minus n. Third one, a raised to m the whole raised to n. How can we write? A raised to m into n. A raised to m the whole raised to n equal to a raised to m into n. Fourth one, a raised to m into b raised to m. A raised to m into b raised to m. That we can write a b whole raised to m. A b whole raised to m. Then what is a raised to m by b raised to m? That we can write a by b whole raised to m. Clear? Among this we know that what is a raised to 0? A raised to 0 equal to 1. What is a raised to 1? A raised to 1 equal to a. Then what about 1 by a? 1 by a we can write a raised to minus 1. 1 by a we can write a raised to minus 1. If 1 by a raised to minus 1 we can write a raised to 1. A. Clear? Okay. These laws of exponents we need to use while doing problems. Okay, understood? Okay. The next we can go to next topic, that is laws of rational exponents. Laws of rational exponents of a real number. Our next topic, laws of rational exponents. Laws of rational exponents of a real number. So, in laws of rational exponents of a real number, first we are going to discuss first one. So, in the last class we discussed nth root of a. Let a greater than 0 be a real number and n is a positive integer, then we can write nth root of a. Nth root of a equal to a raised to So, in the topic laws of rational exponents of a real number, first we can discuss about nth root of a. So, in the last class we discussed about nth root of a. So, let a greater than 0 be a real number and n is a positive integer, then nth root of a equal to b if b raised to n equal to a or b greater than 0. Okay. So, in the language of exponents, we can write nth root of a equal to a raised to 1 by n. Nth root of a we can write a raised to 1 by n. The next, second one, let a greater than 0 be a real number p by q. The p by q is a rational number. Then we can write a raised to p by q. A raised to p by q we can write a raised to p the whole raised to 1 by q. Okay. Here a is a real number, p by q is a rational number and q not equal to 0. Then we can write a raised to p by q equal to a raised to p the whole raised to 1 by q. Okay. That also in one box. Then third one, let a greater than 0 be a real number and m and n be positive integers, then a raised to m by n. A raised to m by n we can write nth root of a raised to m, that is equal to nth root of a raised to m. Clear? A raised to m by n equal to nth root of, that is nth root of a the whole raised to m, that is equal to nth root of a the whole raised to m. Okay. The next we can go through some laws of rational exponents. Okay. So, write first one, a raised to p by q into a raised to r by s. Here a be a real number, p by q and r by s are rational numbers. Okay. So, any two rational numbers, p by q and r by s are any two rational numbers. So, we can write a raised to p by q into a raised to r by s equal to a raised to p by q plus r by s. Okay. Second one, just we change this one as rational number. A raised to p by q divided by a raised to r by s. A raised to p by q divided by a raised to r by s. How can we write? A raised to p by q minus r by s. Clear? A raised to p by q minus r by s. Third one, a raised to p by q the whole raised to r by s. A raised to p by q all raised to r by s. How can we write? A raised to p by q into r by s. A raised to p by q into r by s. Otherwise we can write a raised to p into r, pr, by q into s, qs. A raised to PR by QS. Okay, fourth one. A raised to P by Q by B raised to P by Q. A raised to P by Q by B raised to P by Q. How can we write? A by B raised to P by Q. Okay. The last one, A raised to P by Q into B raised to P by Q. A raised to P by Q into B raised to P by Q. That how can we write? A into B raised to P by Q. A into B raised to P by Q. Okay, clear? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rational exponents of a real numbers. Okay, study this one also. Okay, we need to use this in solving problems. Clear? Then we can solve some problems using this exponents. Okay, the right one question. 64 raised to 1 by 2. 64 raised to 1 by 2. Here 64 we can write as 8 square. Isn't it? 8 square. 64 we can write as 8 square. 8 square raised to 1 by 2. Clear? Our question 64 raised to 1 by 2. Then we can change this 64 as 8 square. 8 into 8 is 64. 8 square raised to 1 by 2. I changed 64 here. Okay. Then 8 square raised to 1 by 2 we can write 8 square into 1 by 2. A raised to m, the old raised to. So here 8 raised to 2 into 1 by 2. So 2 into 1 by 2. 2 and 2 you can cancel. What is remaining? 8 raised to 1. That is equal to 8. Clear? So our answer is 8. Then one more question. One more question. 32 raised to 1 by 5. 32 raised to 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 is the, we need to change 32. 32 how can we write? 2 raised to 5. 2 raised to 5 all raised to 1 by 5. Okay. So 32 we can change 2 raised to 5. So 2 raised to 5 all raised to 1 by 5. That is equal to 2 raised to 5 into 1 by 5. So here 2 raised to 5 into 1 by 5. This 5 and 5 we can cancel. So what you will get? 2 raised to 1 equal to 2. Clear? Okay. Again example is needed. Okay, then write one more question. 243 by 32. 243 by 32 all raised to minus 4 by 5. 243 by 32 all raised to minus 4 by 5. How we will do? Here you look, one negative sign is there, minus 4 by 5. So we can change this one, 243 by 32. So that we can write 32 by 243 all raised to 4 by 5. Okay. Now this negative sign changed into positive sign. What I did? 243 by 32. Just denominator and numerator change, that is 32 by 243 all raised to 4 by 5. Okay. So 32 how can we change again? 32. 32 we can write as 2 raised to 5. Okay. Divided by 243. 243 we can write 3 raised to 5. Okay. So 32 by 243 we can write 2 raised to 5 by 3 raised to 5. So 2 raised to 5 by 3 raised to 5 all raised to 4 by 5. Okay, here all we are using the laws of exponents. Okay, here again we can change. How? I am writing here. We can separate this one. So 2 raised to 5 into 4 by 5 divided by 3 raised to 5 into 4 by 5. Understood? How we change here? So just we separated 2 raised to 5 all raised to 4 by 5 divided by 3 raised to 5 all raised to 4 by 5. This 4 by 5 is common for these two. Okay. So 2 raised to 5 into 4 by 5 divided by 3 raised to 5 into 4 by 5. Okay. Then we can cancel here 5 into 4 by 5. 5 and 5 cancel means what is remaining? 2 raised to 4. I am writing here. 2 raised to 4 divided by here also this 5 and 5 you can cancel. What is remaining? 3 raised to 4. So 2 raised to 4 by 3 raised to 4. Then what is 2 raised to 4? 2 raised to 4 16 divided by what is 3 raised to 4? 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 81. Okay, so what is our answer? 2 raised to 4 divided by 3 raised to 4 equal to 16 by 18. Clear? Understood? Okay. Okay, then our one more question we can solve. Okay, right, next question. 1 by 216. 1 by 216 all raised to minus 2 by 3 divided by 1 by 27 all raised to minus 4 by 3. Okay, write the question. 1 by 216 all raised to minus 2 by 3 divided by 1 by 27 raised to minus 4 by 3. Okay? Let us start. Okay. So here you look minus 2 by 3. So what is our first step? We need to change this one. Okay. So here 1 by 216, 1 by 216 all raised to minus 2 by 3. So this will change 216 by 1, 216 by 1. So 216 by 1 we can write 216 by 1 is the, okay. 216 all raised to 2 by 3. Clear? So 1 by 216 raised to minus 2 by 3. That I wrote 216 by 1 all raised to 2 by 3. This 216 raised to 2 by 3. Divided by second part 1 by 27 raised to minus 4 by 3. That how can we change? 27 by 1 raised to 4 by 3. That we can write 27 raised to 4 by 3. Okay. Now we changed our question. 216 raised to 2 by 3 divided by 27 raised to 4 by 3. Clear? Then next we need to change 216. So 216 we can write as 6 cube. So cube root and square root is studied. Okay, 6 cube is 216. Okay, then 6 cube raised to 2 by 3. So 216 equal to 6 cube. That I wrote here 6 cube. 6 cube raised to 2 by 3 divided by next 27. 27 we can write 3 cube. 27 equal to 3 cube. So 3 cube. 27 3 cube raised to 4 by 3. Clear? Understood this step? Okay. Then here 6 cube 6 raised to 3 into 2 by 3. A raised to m, the whole raised to n equal to a raised to m into n. Okay. So 6 raised to 3 into 6 raised to 3 all raised to 2 by 3. That we can write 6 raised to 3 into 2 by 3. Okay. Then how we can write 3 cube raised to 4 by 3? Tell me. 3 raised to 3 into 4 by 3. Okay. So, here also 3 is the, what is remaining? 6 square. 6 square divided by, here can cancel 3 and 3. What is remaining? 3 raised to 4. Okay. 6 square divided by 3 raised to 4. How can we write? 6 square by 3 raised to 4. That equal to 6 square, 36 by 3 raised to 4, 81. So, what is our final answer? 36 by 81. Okay. If you need, I will explain once more. Our question 1 by 216 raised to minus 2 by 3 divided by 1 by 27 raised to minus 4 by 3. Okay. So, our first step, change is negative exponent. For changing that, what we done? 1 by 216 raised to minus 2 by 3 is equal to 216 by 1 all raised to 2 by 3. So, 216 by 1 equal to 216. 216 raised to 2 by 3 divided by, here also 1 by 27 raised to minus 4 by 3 we can write 27 by 1 raised to 4 by 3. So, 27 by 1 we can write as 27. 27 raised to 4 by 3. So, here 216 is equal to 6 cube. So, that we wrote here 6 cube. 6 cube raised to 2 by 3 divided by, here 27 equal to 3 cube, that we know. So, that also we wrote here. Instead of 27 we wrote 3 cube. 3 cube raised to 4 by 3. Clear? So, here using again our laws of exponents, we can write 6 raised to 3 into 2 by 3 divided by 3 raised to 3 into 4 by 3. Clear? Got it? Okay. Then 3 and 3 can cancel. 6 square divided by 3 raised to 4. 3 and 3 cancelled. 3 raised to 4. That is equal to, we can write 6 square by 3 raised to 4. That is equal to 36 by 81. Clear? Okay. Okay, one more question we can do. Are you tired? Okay, one more question. So, our last question, simplify simplify 9 raised to 1 by 3, 9 raised to 1 by 3 into 27 raised to minus 1 by 2 divided by 3 raised to 1 by 6 into 3 raised to, are you writing? 3 raised to 1 by 6 into 3 raised to minus 2 by 3. Okay. Question 9 raised to 1 by 3 into 27 raised to minus 1 by 2 divided by 3 raised to 1 by 6 into 3 raised to minus 2 by 3. Okay. Now, let us start. Here you look, 27 raised to minus 1 by 2 and 3 raised to minus 2 by 3 is there. Just we can change that. So, listen, we can write that one. 9 raised to 1 by 3 into, we are taking this 3 raised to minus 2 by 3. How it will change? 3 raised to 2 by 3. 3 raised to minus 2 by 3 we are taking up. It will change 3 raised to 2 by 3 divided by 3 raised to 1 by 6 into this 27 raised to minus 1 by 2 we are taking down. How it will change? 27 raised to 1 by 2. Clear? So, 9 raised to 1 by 3 into 3 raised to 2 by 3 by 3 raised to 1 by 6 into 27 raised to 1 by 2. Okay. Here you look, 9 raised to 1 by 3. 9 raised to 1 by 3, 9 how can we write? How can we change 9? 3 square. 3 square raised to 1 by 3 into 3 raised to 2 by 3 divided by here 3 raised to 1 by 6 into this 27. 27 we can write as 3 cube. 3 cube raised to 1 by 2. 3 cube raised to 1 by 2. Okay. Then again we can rearrange it. How? This 3 square here we can write. 3 raised to 2 by 3. 3 raised to 2 into 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3. Together we can write 3 raised to 2 by 3 into 3 raised to 2 by 3 divided by, down you look, 3 raised to 1 by 6 into 3 raised to here 3 by 2. 3 into 1 by 2. 3 into 1 by 2 means 3 by 2. Clear? Okay. Then come. 3 raised to 2 by 3 into 3 raised to 2 by 3. How can we do? A raised to m into a raised to n equal to a raised to m plus n. Okay. So, like that 3 raised to 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 divided by 3 raised to 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 divided by, down, 3 raised to 1 by 6 plus 3 by 2. 1 by 6 plus 3 by 2. Okay. So, here directly you can add 2 by 3. 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3. What you will get? 3 raised to a raised to 4 by 3. Okay. That is 3 raised to 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3. 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3, 4 by 3 divided by, down, 3 raised to 1 by 6 plus 3 by 2. Take the LCM. Okay. So, what we got? 3 raised to 10 by 6. Okay. So, 3 raised to 4 by 3 divided by 3 raised to 10 by 6. So, 3 raised to 4 by 3 by 3 raised to 10 by 6. That how can we write? 3 raised to a raised to p by q by a raised to r by s, that is 4 by 3 minus 10 by 6. Okay. That is 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 10 by 6. Okay. 3 raised to 4 by 3 divided by 3 raised to, here the bases are equal. 3 raised to 10 by 6 we can write 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 10 by 6. That is equal to 3 raised to, what is 4 by 3 minus 10 by 6? 10 by 6 you can shorten simplest form, that is 3 by, that is 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 10 by 6. How can we write? Divide by 2, 5 by 3. Okay. 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 5 by 3. So, what we will get? 3 raised to, what is 4 by 3 minus 5 by 3? Minus 1 by 3. 3 raised to minus 1 by 3 is our answer. Okay. Listen, I will explain once more. So, our question we changed as 9 raised to 1 by 3 into 3 raised to 2 by 3 by 3 raised to 1 by 6 into 27 raised to 1 by 2. Okay. In the question it is 27 raised to minus 1 by 2, that we change it to here. So, sign changed. This also we taken up. So, 3 raised to 2 by 3. Up to here you understood? Okay. Then 9 we can write as 3 square. That is 3 square raised to 1 by 3 into 3 raised to 2 by 3, no change. 3 raised to 2 by 3 divided by 3 raised to 1 by 6, no need to change. 27 raised to 1 by 2. 27 equal to 3 cube. 3 into 3 into 3 is 27. So, 27 equal to 3 cube, that we wrote here. 3 cube raised to 1 by 2. Okay, then listen here. So, here just into 2 into 1 by 3 is 2 by 3. 3 raised to 2 into 1 by 3 equal to 2 by 3 into 3 raised to 2 by 3. Okay, then divided by 3 raised to 1 by 6 into 3 raised to 3 into 1 by 2, 3 by 2. Okay, then next step. After that, here we can add this 3 raised to 2 by 3 into 3 raised to 2 by 3. We can write 3 raised to 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 divided by 3 raised to 1 by 6 into 3 raised to 3 by 2. We can write 3 raised to 1 by 6 plus 3 by 2. Clear? That is equal to, add this book, 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 equal to 4 by 3. This 3 raised to 4 by 3 divided by 3 raised to 1 by 6 plus 3 by 2. Add 1 by 6 plus 3 by 2. So, here the denominators are different, 6 and 2. Take the LCM, then we will get 10 by 6. Okay, then 3 raised to 4 by 3 by 3 raised to 10 by 6. So, what is next step? 3 raised to 4 by 3 by 3 raised to 10 by 6. Here, that is 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 3 raised to 10 by 6. The together we can write 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 10 by 6. Clear? That is equal to 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 10 by 6. 10 by 6 we can change into 5 by 3. Okay. So, 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 5 by 3. That is equal to 3 raised to 4 by 3 minus 5 by 3 equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay. So, here 4, here minus 5. So, minus 1 by 3. So, our answer 3 raised to minus 1 by 3. Clear? So, now we can wind up our section here. I think you all understood what I took here. Understood? Okay. Then if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay. Then I will give you some. So, you need to practice these all questions. Then only you can remember it. I will give the homework. Exercise 1.6. Okay. Thank you.